Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahla wa sahla fikum to another Levantine Arabic tutorials. In today's tutorial, I've got lots of great news for you, and today we'll be looking at the hollow verb or weak verb SAAR. SAAR in Arabic, which means to become. However, in spoken Arabic, we have a very precise and useful use for it, which is when we use it to ask for time. So the meaning for it or the use for it in spoken Arabic is far away from the actual meaning or reference for the verb, which is to become. However, we do use it on the meaning of to become, but in today's episode we'll be looking at when you ask somebody or someone for time, or how long they've been doing this, or how long they have been studying, traveling, working, and married. Without further ado, let's start. Ahla wa sahla wa marhaba fikum to this new tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be discussing and studying the verb SAAR in spoken Arabic, in particular in Levantine Arabic. However, to my knowledge, the verb SAAR will be used in the same usage in all dialects except the Northern African dialects, but other than that, Egyptian, Gulf and Iraqi and Levantine Arabic, the verb SAAR would be used on the same meaning. The way we use this hollow verb SAAR is to ask somebody how long they have been doing something or been at something or doing this career or undertaking something for a certain period of time. So we use the verb SAAR to ask how long have they been, or has he been, or has she been doing this activity. So we've got a couple of examples for you. So the first person, if he's saying a day or a dish, either of them is fine to use. So you've got a day or a dish, and you could use any of them, it does not really matter. A day صار لك بإسبانيا. So a day صار لك, صار, so you can see the verb صار لك بإسبانيا. And can you guess who we are talking or addressing? We are actually talking and addressing you masculine. So a day صار لك بإسبانيا, how long have you been in Spain? And the answer, صار I have been. صار لي 6 شهور. However, if you look at the meaning behind it and what does it mean, صار I have been becoming. I've become here for 6 months. But obviously, as I said, the literal meaning for the verb صار is to become. However, the overall translation, and I would like you to focus on that, is صار which means I have been. So صار لي 6 شهور هون. I have been here for 6 months here. صار لي 6 شهور هون. صار لي 6 شهور هون. Another question. قد or قديش صار لك بهاي الشركة؟ قد صار لك بهاي الشركة? How long have you been at this company? How long have you been at this company? How long have you been working at this company? And the answer is صار لي 6 سنين هون. صار لي, which means I have been. صار لي 6 سنين هون. I have been here for 6 years. And now let's have a look at the verb SAAR, how it's conjugated. So first, the verb SAAR, then you add to it el. El, which means for or to, is one of these possessives in Arabic, plus any possessive pronoun, but obviously you would add the appropriate possessive pronoun depending on the person you're talking to or about. However, there's something very interesting here. As you see, you've got SAAR, il, and when I say it, I say sarli. So what is happening here? In spoken Arabic, because alif is an airy letter, so what they do, so first they pronounce the verb SAAR and they jump over the alif to the letter L and they pronounce it straight away plus the possessive pronoun, so it becomes sarl, sarl, and then you could add the possessive pronoun. So for example, if I'm talking about myself, I would say sarli, sarli, which means I have been. Sarli, sarli. Now if you look at the verb conjugation for the verb SAAR here, and if you have a look at this table, you will see the conjugation for the verb SAAR with all subject pronouns. So sarli, I have been. Sarlak, you have been masculine. Sarlek, sarlna, صار لكن, صار له, sarla, and sarlon. Sarli, sarlak, sarlek, sarlna, sarlkon, sarlo, sarla, sarlhon. Here in this new section, this is a must to remember for everybody who's learning Arabic. This is absolutely a must. Here in this section, what we'll be looking at is when you try to count a noun and it comes after a number. So in Arabic, when you're trying to count a noun and that noun is in the singular form, like an umbrella, you don't need to say one umbrella. I want one umbrella, because the noun umbrella is in the singular form, so therefore you do not need a number one, and that is the case in Arabic. And with dual vocabulary, all you need to do is just to add the dual suffix to the end of the vocabulary. So you will add ain to masculine vocabulary, such as bait becomes baitain, alam, pen, alamain, ktab, ktabain becomes two books, and so on. However, with feminine nouns, instead of adding ain, you'll add tain. So sayyara, it becomes sayyartain. Sine is a year and would become sintain, and so on. So all you need to do is just to add either of these suffixes. This is for the masculine and this is for the feminine to the end of the nouns for them to be defined as they are dual. And at the same case, so you would need to add either of these possessive pronouns to the end of the feminine vocabulary or the masculine vocabulary to refer that this noun is dual or two of the same. And equally the same with singular vocabulary, you do not need to add a number afterwards. So you can say بدي سيارتين اثنين, I want two cars too. So you need to change the noun to the dual and there is no need for number two to be afterwards. However, if you're trying to count a noun and it comes after numbers between 3 and 10, always the counted noun, which is the noun comes after the verb, would be plural. But the nouns that are used with numbers from 11 and upwards, always it would be singular. Okay, let's summarize back again. If the noun is in a singular form, you don't need number one to verify the noun. Secondly, if the noun is dual, all you need to do is just to add the dual suffix to the end of the vocabulary. And if you are trying to count a noun and it's between 3 and 10, meaning the number before the noun is between 3 and 10, always the noun would be on the plural. So always note that the noun will be plural. However, if you are trying to count a noun and the number before it is from 11 and upwards, always the noun would be on the singular form. And we've got a couple examples for you so we could look at it. Here there are key vocabulary or adverbs for you to have a look at. يوم, يومين, 2 days. 3 أيام, 3 أيام, 3 days. 14 يوم. So here this is basically what you could see here. These are all an examples of what I said. So يوم is a day. You don't need to say يوم واحد. يومين, which means 2 days, so you don't need to put number 2 afterwards. 3 أيام, so any noun comes after a number and the number is between 3 and 10. Always the counted noun here would be plural, so أيام, days. However, if the noun comes after numbers from 11 and upwards, always the noun would be singular as here, as you see. أسبوع, 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 أسبوعين, أسبوعين، أسبوعين. أسابيع، أسابيع. شهر، شهرين، شهور، شهور. سنة، سنتين، سنين. نص، نص. And now we've got a couple of questions and sentences for you to translate and look at it. قد ايه صار لك بباريس؟ قد ايه صار لك بباريس؟ How long have you been in Paris? صار لي سنة بباريس. صار لي سنة بباريس. I have been a year in Paris. قد ايه صار له بالشركة؟ قد ايه قد إيه صار له بالشركة. How long has been in the company. صار له أسبوع. He has been a week at the company. صار له أسبوع. قد إيه صار لها ببيروت. How long has she been in Beirut. قد إيه صار لها ببيروت. قد إيه صار لها ببيروت. صار لها شهر بس. She has been 1 month only. She has been in Beirut for 1 month only. قد إيه صار لك متجوز. How long have you been married. Asking masculine. قد إيه صار لك متجوز. صار لي متجوز 10 سنين. صار لي متجوز 10 سنين. قد إيه صار لك بتدرسي عربي. قد إيه صار لك بتدرسي عربي. How long have you been studying Arabic. Talking to feminine. قد إيه صار لك بتدرسي عربي. صار لي 8 شهور. صار لي 8 شهور. I have been studying Arabic for 8 months. قد إيه صار لكم بتنزلوا على لبنان. قد إيه صار لكم بتنزلوا على لبنان. Talking to a group of people. How long have you been going to Lebanon. صار لنا بننزل على لبنان كل سنة على الصيفية. صار لنا بننزل على لبنان كل سنة على الصيفية. We have been going to Lebanon every year in the summer. Okay, if you have a look at these sentences actually summarize the whole idea about the usage of the verb SAAR. Also, we've got a very important note here that SAAR not only is followed by a noun, you could actually follow up by a verb. So how long you've been studying, how long you've been working, how long have you been going, how long have you been eating, how long have you been traveling, and so on. So sarlak or sarlek can be followed by a noun or a verb. We've got a couple of more questions for you. قد إيه صار لك بتشتغل. قد إيه صار لك بتشتغل. قد إيه صار لك بتشتغل. How long have you been working. صار لي شهرين. I have been 2 months, meaning I have been working for 2 months. قد إيه صار لهم متقاعدين. قد إيه صار لهم متقاعدين. How long they've been retired for. صار لهم سنتين. They have been 2 years. They have been retired for 2 years. قد إيه صار لها بتشتغل. How long she's been working. صار لها 15 سنة هونيك. صار لها 15 سنة هونيك. She's been for 15 years there. قد إيه صار لك متجوزة. قد إيه صار لك متجوزة. How long have you been married for. صار لي متجوزة 18 سنة. I've been married for 18 years. صار لي متجوزة 18 سنة. قد إيه صار لك بتقري هالكتاب. قد إيه صار لك بتقري هالكتاب. How long have you been reading this book for. صار لي يومين. I have been for 2 days. صار لي يومين, meaning I have been reading this book for 2 days. So the meaning is implied within the answer. However, you can reply the entire question back all again. So you could say صار لي بقرا الكتاب يومين, or you could just say صار لي يومين. It has been 2 days. قد إيه صار لكم بتحكوا عربي سوا. قد إيه صار لكم بتحكوا عربي سوا. قد إيه صار لكم بتحكوا عربي سوا. How long have you been talking Arabic together. صار لنا بنحكي من لما تعلمنا عربي. صار لنا we have been بنحكي we are talking من لما since من لما تعلمنا we learned Arabic. So we've been talking Arabic since we learned Arabic. Great. Thank you very much for watching this tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed yourselves learning some Arabic and expanding your knowledge of Levantine Arabic and Arabic in general. And I would like you to write your own sentences down in the comment section below, and don't forget to share with your friends and family, so hopefully they as well can benefit from these tutorials. Thank you. Great. Thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you really enjoyed it and had a great time learning Arabic. Don't forget to share the video with your colleagues, friends and family, then hopefully they as well find it useful and benefit from. Till next time, keep well and ma salama. Ma salama.